How you doing, Team Up? Hard News of Murdock. Okay, where's the all lives / blue lives matter people at? Because y'all become increasingly good at explaining away the problems that we face in this country, and I want to hear the excuses y'all make for this BS that just happened right here. Meet one Linden Cameron, okay? A 13-year-old boy that was gunned down in his back by Salt Lake City police as he was having a mental episode due to his autism. Yeah, you heard me right, and unfortunately, that's the sad state of dealing with law enforcement in America in 2020. But that really shouldn't be a surprise to you unless you've been living under a rock for the last 2 decades. Now, according to reports, of course there's a conflict in story between the police and what the people have to say from first-hand accounts. The authorities said the officer shot the boy while responding to a call about a violent psych issue, adding that the officer had fired his gun during a short foot pursuit. But the mother says he did not have a weapon and that she had called the police to get help and possibly take him to a hospital. He just gets mad and starts yelling and screaming. He's a kid. He's trying to get attention. He doesn't know how to regulate. But I know that the Blue Lives Matter activists will say, hey, we're jumping to conclusions. I'm pretty sure that there's a real good excuse for a 13-year-old unarmed boy to get gunned down in his back by police for having an autistic attack. Maybe they're right. Let's take a look at the report for more details.
I just want to know why they would do such a thing. Like, why? Why didn't you do anything else? Anything else? He's smaller than you. Like, you think a policeman couldn't tackle you?
Golda Barton, extremely emotional and upset today, 3 days after her 13-year-old son was shot by police. Linden's brother feels the same.
He said he can't feel any feeling in his left hand. And, you know, he from my understanding, got shot in both feet. And so now we'll never be able to, you know, do the things we used to do, like longboard and play video games together.
Barton says Linden has Asperger's syndrome, and on Friday night, he started having an emotional episode while she was at work. She drove home and says she called 911 and asked for a CIT officer to come help. That's an officer with specialized training dealing with mental illness.
I explained to them he's upset. He's having an episode. He needs to go to the hospital.
Barton says when officers knocked on her door, her son got scared and ran. She didn't see what happened next, but says she heard it.
I heard the guns and then the yelling and then the guns. Then I sat there in my car for felt like a long time, and I was waiting for someone to walk over to me, you know, because I didn't know what just happened, and I was like, okay, like, they just unloaded a whole clip in my son, and probably he's dead because he's so small.
Because the case is still under investigation, Salt Lake City police will not say how many rounds were fired or how many times the boy was hit. They are also not saying whether or not he was carrying a weapon, although they say the initial call for help indicated that Linden was threatening others with a weapon. Barton says he wasn't.
Was Linden being violent to police officers?
No, not at all. He was scared. He was running. Not at all.
Salt Lake City police say they likely can't give any more information about the incident for 2 more weeks when the body cam footage is released. However, Linden's family wants answers now.
Linden said, you know what, Mommy? It didn't hurt me. I didn't feel it. I'm a Superman.
Now, first up, I'm so happy to hear that the young man is still alive. Secondly, I can't wait to see the body cam footage to see what really happened. But the police has already dug themselves a deeper hole because now even the Autistic Society has called for better training of police officers, and they're absolutely right, because as Jake from TYT would put it, if you train everybody to be a hammer, don't be surprised when they see everybody as nails, okay? Which is the reason why we're saying defund the police, so we can get these situations out of the hands of the people who's not trained to do it and get the people that's properly trained to do it in those situations to avoid these outcomes, okay? And with that, that's all I have. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. Remember, the revolution is unclassified. Later.